But
retweeted.
My eyes are fine until I stare at my computer too much.
No, they get screwed up, and then you try to look at the TV and you can't see what's going on.
It's guaranteed it's age, but it's also, I don't think screens are good for you.
No, because have you ever taken a picture with your cell phone of a screen and then you see those lines that you can't see, like whatever the those are?
Well, it's actually just your phone's, the aperture on the camera is not able to catch up with the flickering images.
Is that what it is? That's not with your eyes? So then if I'm looking through this screen at that doesn't with my eyes?
I think it's the actual strain of staring at something that's lit up so close to your face that's really with you more than anything. Isn't that correct? Is that the correct aperture? Is that the correct terminology?
You're squinting, or you're reading. You're squinting your eyes. You don't even realize it.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the flashing thing. The flashing thing. Like, it's just your camera can't catch shutter speed. Is that what it is? Like, if you watch cars, if you see videos of cars that have LCD lenses, there's something that happens when you film them. It looks like they're flashing.
It's a different refresh rate, usually.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't like any of that, which is why my new special, I actually did it in black and white, because I don't like HD TV. I don't like seeing somebody's pores as they're talking to me. Like, HD at this point was great, and then it got to a point where it was too real. It's clearer than real life. Like, I went to a game at Dallas Cowboys football stadium, and they got this giant TV, classic Texas, right? We got the biggest TV, you know?
Right.
That means we're the best. And it was so clear, it looked realer than what was going on in the field. And I had to pull the visor down on my head because I kept wanting to look at that. Tony Romo was right in front of me. The promoter hooked me up with these great seats. He's right there, and I'm looking up further away than he is from me, looking up at this giant TV.
It's also an instinct to look at screens. I see that a lot at the UFC. People are there.
Babies do it.
Yeah,
everybody does it.
It's an instinct to stare because it's so captivating. And we're used to staring at screens. So, if you're at a sporting event and there's a screen there, you just automatically start gravitating towards that screen for some reason.
I look at the screens here. I usually always just look right here instead of looking right there.
Well, you should. You're actually running shit. You're supposed to do that and make sure that nothing's exploding. There's no demons behind us that we don't know about.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
technology, electronics.
I like some, but I feel like all the benefits of it are taken away. And then some with the crashing, with the refreshing, with the what just happened, with the, now this is outdated and I have to buy a new one, and then I throw this one into the ocean.
I go back and forth. I love it in a lot of ways because I'm just fascinated by innovation. I'm fascinated by these new things that these new people keep inventing. But there's also part of me that realizes that at a certain point in time, it's not benefiting us anymore. It's not like making our lives easier. It's just making things more connected to electronics. It's making you more into whatever world the electronics create.
Yeah, somewhere in the 90s, we pretty much
could have
plateaued and we were fine. And even people say, well, what about medical stuff and helping people out and everything, helping them live long and cure disease and everything? That basically kills the rest of us to keep that other person alive. And then they're still alive taking a shit that ends up in a river and just keeps polluting more and more. We're all over the place, and it really needs to shrink down. Like, the technology, I don't think would be a problem if there weren't everybody has a laptop, or so many people have laptops and shirts and all this that we just keep buying and then throwing out. That whole put litter in its place. You ever think about that? It's like, when they pick it up, where do you think it goes? Do you think it leaves Earth? It just goes somewhere else where you don't have to look at it. And it's just sitting there.
What's going to happen is they're going to figure out a way to take everything that we make and turn it into either a product or turn it into fuel. Whenever we make something and we have to throw it out, it'll just become fuel for something else.
Do you know how many people would have to agree just to even get that ball even slightly moving? There would just somehow Jesus would be brought up, and somehow just something, them versus us, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, and nothing would get done, and they would just sit there screaming at each other.
Maybe. Or maybe they could figure out a way to actually use whatever the pollution is, whatever carbon goes into the atmosphere, pull that out and convert that into energy.
I guarantee you there's probably some nerds that already know how to do something along those lines. Maybe not to that level, but at least take the from down the dump. They know how to do it. There's just no money in it. And it's just
they probably get checks to not do it, right?
Things
the
are
oil
done.
Companies show up with hookers and just a big freight train full of money. Come on, boys, it's a party.
Yeah, don't do that. Then we got to get all new machines. That's going to cost us a bunch of money. Just do it the way we do it until we die, and then you guys can do it how you want to do it. And by then, someone else is bought into the deal. So I am completely pessimistic when it comes to that shit.